Hello, I am Satyam. Now I am going to talk about the basics of physics. Physics, it's a very curious subject and it's very different from the other ones. If you want to define it into a single sentence, then it would be like that: the only way in the universe which explains the basics, the illusions of the nature. This is the main purpose to becoming a physicist. The only job of a physicist is to find out the illusions, to and unfold, unscramble the complicities of nature. This is the main job of a physicist. Now, suppose for example, suppose there is a suppose there is a detective. He is trying to find out he is trying to solve a case, a murder case. So what is the first step he will take? Firstly, he will try to find out some clues with which by following these clues he can solve this murder case. This is like a detective. The whole job of a physicist is similar to a detective. First of all, if I ask you what is why everything attracts in the universe to each other, means the gravity. Why gravity is attractive rather than a repulsive? It can be a repulsive force, but why it is an attractive one? So this is a clue of nature which is given us to solve any problem. So this is the first clue, and as a physicist is detective, so after following this clue, the gravity is attracting the other things of the universe. Now, what will a physicist do? He will first take this clue and he will solve the other complicities of the nature. Everything. Now, what is nature? Everything we see around us, this is a part of nature, and corresponding, incorporating all of this, it makes a nature. So then everything is nature. As I have said that suppose a ball is thrown towards the sky with making an angle with the ground. Then can you see? Can you calculate where it will drop? While it will fall on the ground, or how many times it will take to complete its motion, or how many times it will take to fall in the ground. Now, as I have said that gravity is an attractive. This is the clue of the nature. Now, using this clue, we can proceed. We can use this clue and solve this question: where it will fall in the ground. Suppose mathematics and nature has there is a very good relation between mathematics and nature. So we can explain interestingly we can explain every natural thing with mathematics. So like this, for an example, what I have given you right now, that I have thrown a ball on the sky with making an angle with the ground. So where it will drop, or where it will fall on the ground, this can be easily calculated using mathematics. So mathematics is very important to explain the nature. Suppose the clue itself, the clue of nature was that the gravity is an attractive. So now using mathematics we can explain why it is attractive, why it cannot be a repulsive one, and we can make a mathematical equation for this force, or I mean to say the attractive force. I can easily explain this using the mathematics. So now, if a mathematics student, the observation of a mathematics student and a physics student is little bit different. A mathematical student will see the universe in terms of mathematics. They can use they can explain everything in the universe in terms of mathematics. But what will a mathematics students do? they will do only they will make only new types of mathematics. How to solve this question and etc. etc. But a physicist or a physics student will see. Suppose there is a problem that I have thrown a ball upward with respect to the ground. Then how many which amount of how amount of force is needed to make this particular thing to escape the gravitational field of the Earth, so that it can escape from the Earth. From the field of the Earth. This is somehow now the physics student will do now using the mathematical equations and the properties of mathematics. They will make some mathematical equation about this particular phenomenon, and they can easily say using the mathematical equation that the small amount of the necessary force to make the particle to escape the gravitational force of the field of the Earth's field. So this is very important and very interesting thing about physics and mathematics. And suppose now there is a very interesting relation between physicists and engineers also. Now, what the job of an engineer is to find the fast. To find the fast thing. About the nature. Suppose if I give you some example that when a current passes through a wire, if the resistance of the wire is high, then it will start emanating some heat or light, and it depends on the material of the wire. Now I have said this, that I have said all of this. Now and even after that I will try to being a physicist, I will try to give some mathematical expressions so that the phenomenon can be explained in terms of mathematics. This is the job of a physicist. Now what will an engineer do? They will only expand this theory. Not this theory. They will expand. I think I should say that they will make some devices or something else which can help our mankind. Only they will expand our theory, and they will form our theory in some gadgets. Now I have said that when electricity or current passes through a wire, it heats, means it radiates some thermal energy or the light energy. Now and all of this I have said. Now an engineer, what will an engineer do? Will he do some? Will he make some light or heater? This is not a physicist job. This is the job of an engineer. The same thing can be applied in biotechnological science, like that. A scientist have said that I can change the gene of a particular such a living being or something. I can change a gene and of a living being and make some or generate some extra and very special characteristics on that particular living being, and I can make, and even I can make another species using or changing the DNA, the gene of the DNA of that particular living being. Now what will engineer do? This is not our problem. This is the problem of engineers, that whether they will make some they will mix up potato and tomato and make some tomato or cow and sheep. This is the problem of the engineers. So this is the basic difference between a physicist and engineers. So thank you very much.